Now, here's an example of what people are arguing and disagreeing about all over the world. This is Elephant Island off the coast of Iceland. And you got this. Roger's going to tell you it's an elephant. We went there. We got its DNA, 10,000% elephant. Other people are going to say no. It's an ancient giant statue. Maybe an ancient giant statue. Could be lava. Other people are saying, oh, this is the way lava forms the shapes of elephants. But anyway, there's a word that comes around to it called pareidolia. So, yeah, looks like an elephant. But you have them, you have quite a few of them. They are huge. You have got buildings in India decorated with elephants, broken elephants, half melted elephants, elephants fallen over. So we go back Satya Yuga, where people lived for a very long time and everything was of a very giant size. Did we have elephants this size, and have they been petrified and frozen in time? Who knows? There's another view, looks like an elephant, but really these particular creatures are not the subject of the video here today. And of course, many of my subscribers have seen these before and they know all about these. So let's move on. Again, looks like an elephant. Looks like two elephants. Looks like mama and baby out grazing, and zap, petrified, frozen in time. Or again, pareidolia. That's a funny word, and it gets thrown at people when they come up with stuff like this. And there's a close-up. Looks like. And then you got a thing called Photoshop. People can come along and stick an eye in and another thing in. And who knows? I've never been up there. I haven't touched them, seen them, so I don't know what they are. Looks like an elephant. Could be anything. And then you have these things all over the world as well. Bulgaria, Romania, Russia, South America, Europe, North America, Africa, you name it. Looks like a guy's face. Well, many of them actually do really look very much like a guy's face. Some say frozen titan. Roger, frozen titan. Roger, pull out all the books in the world and tell you how they got frozen. Giant statues from giant buildings. Who knows? I can't make any claims here. More. Masacani Mesa, I think it is, somewhere in Peru. Again, looks like, and someone will say, it's pareidolia. There's a lot of it. There's far too much of it for it to be pareidolia. I don't know what to go with. Giants, giant statues, petrified giants, but I got a really cool one for you. Now, these are the Marotiri Islands, way, way down south. This other island off to the left here is called Rapa, but we're in French Polynesia. And when we zoom right in, whoops, we get these protrusions coming out of the water. And there's no point in me going down there, because here's what I did. I hit the man, tap a location highlighted in blue to enter the street view. So, I mean, you tap a location highlighted in blue and you're just going to be as lost as you were in the big deep blue ocean. But there is one thing that caught my eye here. Let me show you, because I'm leaving this image in a second. Look at that. That's off to the east of the Marotiri Islands. Looks like pot marks. Looks like what we see in Russia and America and other places. But anyway, there's no looking down there, but photographs have been taken. Some French, Polynesian, French Navy, who wander around the place keeping an eye on everything, I think, have taken some pictures. So will you see this? So this is one of the islands, yeah? It's not a very good photograph. I'm going to pull up a little bit of a closer up one now that has been a little bit cleaned up. And it's as close as we're going to get. Take a look at this dude. Pareidolia. Pareidolia. Look at this guy. What am I looking at? What can you see? I'm going to point out what I can see, okay? I see a guy here. There's his helmet. He's wearing a helmet like that band Daft Punk used to wear on stage. You got this weird helmet with a visor. There's his left shoulder coming down and his arm and his elbow, and he's leaning up his hand. He's leaning on something. His other hand appears to be holding up his chin, okay? His back is coming down, and then his leg is coming out, and then it's going down here, right? This guy's sitting on a giant fucking Harley Davidson. Look at that rear wheel. I don't know what happened to his front wheel. Yeah, actually looks like he's resting. Looks like he's refueling. If you're at the gas station on your Harley Davidson after riding a long distance and you were waiting for the gas guy to fill you up with gas, you'd lean over your bike like that and you'd wait. This poor guy was probably the slowest Harley Davidson in the gang. They all made it and he didn't. What the fuck happened here? Now, let's get back to Jason. Jason and his instant petrification. Jason has shown instantly frozen in time, petrified jellyfish on the bottom of the ocean, petrified starfish, other fish petrified in the process of eating another fish, numerous ones, spiders petrified in time, jumping on their prey. He said velociraptors in battle. I don't know about that, but he showed them, these are museum exhibitions. Now, Phoenix events, like he talked about, really don't understand them, okay? I like the man. I do listen here and there to the odd one. There's a lot of stuff a lot of people are talking about, and it's very hard for anybody to put their finger on anything. But these events must have happened for these things to be frozen in time. What do you call them? Mammoths in the Arctic, frozen in time with tropical plants, not just in their stomach, but in their mouths. They were in the process of eating when they were frozen in time. And may not have been all that long ago, although this guy looks like it could have been quite a long time ago, but others frozen in time. The meat on the mammoths is still fresh. The Russian miners saw that their dogs were eating it. We have cactuses and palm trees in Chicago in the 1800s. So, I mean, I've always claimed that the Arctic and the Antarctic are being frozen artificially through some gadgetry, and it didn't happen all that long ago. But let's get back to our Hells Angel here who's lost in the South Pacific. This is what I'm looking at. This is what I see. I see a giant man with decorations or leathers or clothing, protective suit of sorts, heading south to get away from tyranny in this part of the world, probably, or getting away, knowing what was going to happen. I mean, I could be talking a load of shit here. Pareidolia is a word I never heard of before until I started looking at all these things. Yeah, but what this guy looks like to me is some poor guy frozen in time, way out of the way, far away from the eyes of the world. Many things down there are far away from the eyes of the world. You know that they all have bases down there, and you can't go down there. I don't know how many degrees south this is. I haven't really looked. So what do you think? Is it mad? You've seen Elephant Island. You've seen numerous elephants. You've seen I only showed a few faces. There are tens of thousands of them all over YouTube and all over the internet from all parts of the world. Just look up petrified giants. I mean, I can't make my mind. Looks like. So what I got here is something that looks like some guy on his big trike that is got zapped way by some event. And there he is, sitting there forever. Didn't make it south. The video's gone 10 minutes. I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you all have a lovely day. Yeah, catch you all soon.